As far as City are concerned, I think there's things we definitely can read into it. They've got a couple of youngsters who now, it would not be a surprise. I'm talking about Rico Lewis, Oscar Bobb. If they started in the first 11 in Premier League regularly, I don't think it would be a huge surprise now.
No, listen, it might take him a little bit of time. Maybe not so much Rico Lewis, because he's played a lot more football than Oscar Bobb has. But certainly maybe the first couple of weeks it might take him a bit of time. As Manchester City do, to be fair, in Premier League season, they tend to start a little bit slow. And what we did see in flashes, certainly with Oscar Bobb, that they've got somebody ready to go. I mean, Alvarez has gone, it looks like, to ATLETICO Madrid. He looks like he's ready to play now, week in, week out. And Pep will look after him and nurture him and give him the right minutes that he believes when he's ready for it. Again, if you're looking at that, you can't help but, if you're a Manchester City fan, be happy, be excited about what's coming, because there were a number of youngsters in that team I thought played really well today, without them being at their sparkling best.
Well, it's an interesting point about Oscar Bobb. Are you saying then that, Alvarez, 19 goals last season, look at his goal involvements, the numbers are right up there. You can't let a player like that go and not miss those numbers from somebody who is clearly a born winner. Just look at his career. Are we saying then that Oscar Bobb could actually be the Alvarez replacement?
But you know what, if Pep believes that that's the case, he wouldn't have let him go. And we've seen, certainly over his time in charge of Manchester City, Pep, we all question, how can you let him go? Mahrez, Gundogan, Gabriel Jesus, Raheem Sterling. We're going, well, Pep, are you sure? And all of a sudden he does it, and what do they do the following next season? They'll either win the treble or they'll go and win another Premier League title. So he knows when's the right time to release a player. I don't agree with the Alvarez one, because as you said, he's a born winner, World Cup winner. He's won everything there is to win. But if he believes that it was the right time to move him on, and this is Oscar Bobb's time, then clearly he knows something that we don't.
It's incredible. It's like Pep saying, oh, no, I'll sell another one.
Yeah.
I'll torment them. I'll sell another one and see if I can do it again. I actually, when I heard Alvarez was going, I thought, he ain't selling them to Arsenal, is he? That would be the ultimate torment,
I was praying that he was sending him to Arsenal.
He's not going to send another one to Arsenal and then say, come and have a go then. I don't know how long they can keep it going. It's a phenomenal run of 4 titles in a row. But then you see them out on the pitch, and the players have so much. O'Reilly coming in today, I thought, was tremendous. I mean, it's almost like he's out of nowhere to the outside world. But clearly he's been training so hard, constantly with Pep, knows what to do when he's out on the pitch.
And that, again, comes down to fantastic coaching by Pep, because whatever youngster he plays, you talk about O'Reilly there, you talk about Rico Lewis, Oscar Bobb, whichever youngster seems to come in, they do the exact same job as the previous player, and you think, well, how's that possible? And that comes from coaching, doing the right things, doing the basics, and buying into what Pep wants you to do. Because if you're a young player, how can you not want to play under Pep? Look what he does for players. Look how he improves players. You've only got to look at the likes of someone like a Phil Foden. You go, wow, he had Phil Foden from the very start, and now look at him. He's one of the best players in the world.
I've just been told it's a nice touch that the United players are making a tunnel for the City players as they head towards the steps to pick up the Community Shield and their medals. I can't imagine Roy Keane thinking something like that is a nice touch. Could you imagine him being part of a tunnel, applauding the City players?
When I'm looking at Roy down there, and I'm surprised he's not kicked the desk over, the RTV desk over, because he's there watching. He's got his arms in his pocket, and he's not even looking. He's not even looking at them walking up the stairs. He's probably thinking, I would never have allowed this in my day. No chance.
Well, I'm even going back to your Franny Lee and George Best days. There's no way they'd be applauding each other in a tunnel, saying, oh, well done, lads. There's whatever happened to rivalry. I mean, I'm not. It's a Community Shield, I get it. And I'm not saying they should be kicking lumps out of each other or aiming punches at each other, but blimey, I thought that was a little bit too much for my liking. I want to bring some proper rivalry back into football. The City players just going past our commentary box on their way to pick up the Community Shield. Erling Haaland's massive. He's gigantic. When you're right next to him, he's absolutely enormous.
Do you know what I was looking at there? I was looking at there thinking, there's Scott Carson going to pick up another trophy. Absolutely stockpiling trophies.
How is he not in the England squad, honestly, with those medals? How is he not in there?
On AM, on DAB, via the talkSPORT app and on your smart speaker. talkSPORT.